The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Edgar Berlanga says he will concuss Canelo and shock the world. That's right. He has called this shot like Babe Ruth, but he's not alone. There's actually other people who believe this. So we're going to take a listen to the voted fan for Edgar Berlanga, and this appears courtesy of the Boxing Voice. You can check out the Boxing Voice on YouTube. Check them out. Listen to what this fan called in and said to Ness.
You know what's my pick? My pick is Berlanga. Berlanga's gonna knock out Canelo like a 2 or 3 round. Canelo is getting lethargic, lazy. He's staying on the ropes too much. Plus, this guy's too big. He's gonna be coming in cruiserweight dimensions. He's gonna be too big for Canelo, bro. He has the punching power. It's not gonna be no pity pat punching there, bro. His approach in the fight right now, to the hype for the fight is he's not showing Canelo no respect. He's not being like a Jamal Charlo, being all gentleman-like. He's not being like Monguilla or gentleman-like Ryder. This guy's calling up to him. He's annoying the daylights. He's draining up the Canelo skin. Canelo's gonna make a mistake. Canelo's gonna be mad. I want to see him knock him out. And then all this talk that you guys been talking and everybody has been talking, I want to see Crawford see if he's gonna fight Berlanga. He's thinking about coming up. Watch when Berlanga concusses this guy and puts him into retirement. Watch all these guys are he's gonna probably be forced to fight the winner of Better Beef and Bivol after he knocks out Canelo, because they're gonna be ducking him. All these guys, the Benavides, and Bailey. You know what's my pick? My pick is Berlanga. Berlanga's gonna.
So you heard my man. He went in heavy for Berlanga, and he also challenged Bud Crawford. He said, "We're gonna see what Bud Crawford gonna do after Berlanga knock out Canelo." Here's what Angel Garcia, Danny Garcia's dad, had to say when he was asked about the fight. This video appears courtesy of Fight Hub. Subscribe to Fight Hub TV.
I can say he can't even lose. I can't predict the future. But he has a great chance like anybody else does. So you got to give him credit. So Berlanga want to be that rock star. You got to be on his A game. His Ken got to be 100. You can't focus on. You can't focus on what they say, she say, none of that. Man, they talked about Jesus, they crucified them, spit on him, and they still forget followers. So they're always going to talk about you. The thing you got to be focused here. If he's focused here, he has a great chance.
So he says if Edgar Berlanga is focused mentally, that he's going to have a great chance of defeating Canelo. That's what Angel Garcia said. All right. So now we're going to listen to some of what Edgar Berlanga has been saying. So this video appears courtesy of Fight Hub. Subscribe to Fight Hub TV.
A lot of Mexicans don't like him. A lot of Mexicans don't like him. I go to Mexico a lot. They don't like him. They like us. He's a from your Puerto Rico, in Spanish in Puerto Rico, from the person that eats.
So
you know
for the Mexican fans then that don't like him.
A lot of Mexicans don't like him. I've done went into his fights. I've done walked into his fights, and Mexicans are screaming at me, "Tu vas ganar Canelo! Gana Canelo, puñet!" Telling me that, Mexicans. So, and I asked them, damn, the only people, like, yeah, I got Puerto Ricans that, but they don't hate on me like that. It don't be that crazy hate. They hate. They don't like him. He's a because he got all the money, he got 40, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, but money don't make you, know what I'm saying? It's about how you treat the people, how you treat the minorities, the people that don't got nothing, the janitor, you know what I'm saying? That's how you treat people, you feel me? And that's why people love me.
So we're going to listen to one last video where Edgar Berlanga gives away some of his strategy for the Canelo fight. So here is Edgar Berlanga saying, we'll take a listen.
Come out first round, swinging, watch what's going to happen to him. I'll put him on his eyes. And I'll give him 6. That's a fact. And let him come out. Let him come out. Let's see, because I already been stuck. He likes to run around the first 2, 3 rounds to fill you out. But let him try to open up after that. Let him try to open up and see what's going to happen. I'm going to put him nasty, you heard?
Me. Dollar bill support is growing for Edgar Berlanga among some, and you heard that diehard Edgar Berlanga fan saying he going to KO Canelo, and then what's Bud Crawford going to do? You heard Angel Garcia say that if his mind's right, he has a chance. And you heard Berlanga saying people don't like him, Mexicans want him to win, and he's going bing. So what's your thoughts on all that, bro?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with that. I had to take my do rag off. Starting off with the first guy giving the props, I gotta salute him. We actually end up being in a boxing chat with each other with a couple of other guys. I got a chance to be in there with some the ESPN director of sports over there, and the guy that was talking, his name is Suleiman. You know what I'm saying? He's actually from Belmont, Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in the chat was saying, and you can go see him on Twitter. Everybody in the chat was like, "Man, listen, are you in with Terror Squad? Because you are going hard." Hard for Edgar Berlanga. He was going so hard for Edgar Berlanga. I called bro like, "Hey, I might have to throw 100 or two on the
I remember that.
The way he going on for him, you know what I'm saying? Look, but Edgar Berlanga, I said this. I called my brother when I told him I had this weird dream. You know what I'm saying? I had this weird dream that Berlanga came out and he showed so much heart in the fight. He gave us one of those fights like Wilfred Gomez and Salvador Sanchez. It was one of those fights that, you know, Gomez lost to Salvador Sanchez, but he put up one hell of a fight and later on became a Hall of Fame fighter. You know what I'm saying? One of Puerto Rico's GOATs, as you might say, and actually just a golden boxing period. You know, so I'm thinking that Edgar Berlanga is going to come out here. He is going to show some heart, and he's going to get the respect of the people. Do I think he can win? No. There's nothing that Edgar Berlanga has showed me that thinks that he has a chance. Well, he does. He has a heart and he has two fists. That's what he got. That's the chance he got. But as far as nothing that he showed me sees that he has the IQ to beat a Canelo. And people talking about size. Canelo been against guys with size. You know, he beat size before. You know, what are you bringing that's different than all these other guys? What are you bringing different from Callum Smith, from Kovalev, from, you know what I'm saying? What are you bringing different? You forgot he was in there with Bivol too. You know what I'm saying? People, like, what are you going to bring different? You talking about you can knock him out. He's seen it all. You know, you brought up IQ. He's been in there with Floyd. He's been in there with Laura. You know, these are these guys. That's what I'm wondering. Like, what are you going on? That's why I think it's good that you're showing heart. I love the fact that you're confident in yourself. That's why makes me feel like we're not going to get one of those Daniel Dubois moments where he ain't going to take a knee. You know what I'm saying? He going to go out there, he going to fight, and if he does go out, he's going to go out on the shield. And people are going to love him for it. That's what I'm getting from Edgar Berlanga. That's this feeling that I had at first. I thought he was just going to get fooled and he's going to be sparked out. No, I have this other feeling that, yeah, he's going to lose. But he's going to show so much heart in that fight that it's going to make people like him. You know? The guy was talking about, you know, how Edgar Berlanga's this, you know, his dad, you know, they doubted Mike Tyson. They doubted, you know, he was bringing out all the greats. You know what I'm saying? He brought out TC, he compared Berlanga to TC. He compared him to Floyd. He compared him to Mike Tyson. That's what he did. He was like, yeah, they doubted all these guys too. He said nobody thought that Gerald Hernandez, Floyd was going to beat Gerald Hernandez his first time out going out for the title. You know what I'm saying? People was like, they didn't think TC was gonna be this great when he went in there, and look what he did. You know what I'm saying? He said,
hey, Chris Scott.
You know? And look, he went and do that. So look at what Edgar Berlanga, he gonna do this. I'm salute to you, because everybody was coming at this man, but he stayed 10 toes down. He didn't swear one time. He was respectable. And he just went for the guy he thought he was, and very knowledgeable about the sport of boxing. Just wasn't hitting with this pick right here with Edgar Berlanga. But
was he?
Or was he? We won't know. We won't know till that night. If it happens, I'm gonna come in here and be like, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be a whole new trail. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a different. I don't think he's gonna get like. I don't. Like, he was being called the most hated person in boxing at this moment right now. you know, because he's going against Canelo and people don't think he deserves this shot. I think he's going to be able to turn the opinion of people around by his heart and how he goes in there to fight. You know, like stop, like don't do this to this kid. You know, don't try to. And I'm glad that he ain't letting the media get to him. I'm glad he ain't letting the media get to him. He's staying surrounded by Terror Squad members. You know, they all got their TS got their hands around him. You know what I'm saying? You see, I think that was Fat Joe's brother behind him. And
that was his dad.
Oh, it was his dad. Looked like Fat Joe's brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I think it's gonna be dope. He got a good team around him that's supporting him, that's keeping him up, keeping the spirits up. Hopefully he doesn't go on Twitter. He keeps saying these guys is haters. He got Shakur Stevenson backing him, another fellow Puerto Rican fighter. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. y'all be forgetting about Shakur.
Come on.
For real, get Shakur Stevenson some fans. You know what I'm saying? Some PR fans. You know what I mean?
you be both. I'm both, but you got for me. I'm just gonna leave it out here. You gotta claim both from day one. You gotta come out and you gotta say I'm both from day one. You can't just go on and be like, yo, I'm black, and then when it suits you, then you want to be Puerto
Rican Day Parade.
Yeah. I'll say I'm Puerto Rican and never acknowledge a black side, and then when it benefits you, but I'm black. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to know about both cultures. Like you can't just say. Like there's a difference between like having Puerto Rican in your blood, but actually knowing the culture, being the culture. So someone picks you to represent the culture, you'll know what you're representing, right? Same with being black. I mean, I'm not saying that Shakur isn't that. I was just joking. But
I hear you, bro. You like saying like how people try to brag about cooking collard greens in a bathtub. We know that ain't hitting. You ain't supposed to be cooking.
What I'm saying, no. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that when boxing fan bases mess with you, it's because they know you identify with the culture based on how you move, not based on what you say. So like, it's not enough to say I'm Mexican. If you're Mexican, you move like you're Mexican. They feel that you're Mexican, right? It just, that's the way it is. You know, like that's what I'm talking about. If you are what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Like people gonna feel it. Like if you real, people gonna feel that. And if you force it and if you phony, it's just going to be cringe. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so you
already know. But I think it's dope. I think it's dope, my brother.
Oh, sorry. Look, I respect the fact that he's taking the challenge because, as we know, a lot of people don't step up and take the challenge. However, there is one major caveat when it comes to the situation. Fighting Canelo is getting the bag. So people show up and they get the bag when you fight Canelo. So that's incentive enough to step in the ring with Canelo. For me, my questions will be answered when he steps in the ring. Is he really going to try to win? Now, there's Jamal Charlo, for example. Not Jamal, Jamel. Jamel went in there, got in the ring with Canelo, and he survived, but it looked like he was fighting just to do that. It doesn't look like he was fighting to win. Because if he fought to win, he probably would have got knocked out. And the world would have made fun of him and whatever. But his stock wouldn't have taken a hit. And this goes again, bro, to what we were saying. It's not the fact that you lose, it's how you lose. Everyone saw Jamel just resign to surviving. And that's what hurt his stock. Now, say he went in there, Canelo dropped him. He got up. He got in there with Canelo. He rocked Canelo back. You know, and then Canelo knocked him out. But everyone's going to be like, yo, he was a dog. He went in there. He got up. He rocked Canelo. Whatever. People going to give him his props. But he just got up and just straight ran the rest of the fight. Everyone's like, oh, you know, we can't respect that. So, again, it's how you lose. Or let's say he got up. He went toe-to-toe for a few more rounds, and then he got stopped. And the referee had to stop it because they're like, yo, you got too much heart for your own good. Everyone's going to love that fighter. People love that fighter because they're like, yo, nobody wants to see the guy running and not engaging and doing all. Like, if you're going to move, you got to be landing the cleaner punches, the more effective punches. You have to be doing all the damage. And he wasn't doing any of that. You know, so
it went from sitting in the fight, watching the fight. Yeah, I could beat him. Beat him.
What? I was like, yo, I could beat Canelo. I could beat Canelo. That's what I be telling people, man. Yo, no bull. This dude, like, so I was just shooting. This dude came up to me in the gym and was like, he saw my boxing gloves because, like, I didn't know if I was going to shoot or if the gym was full with people and I couldn't shoot by myself, I was just going to go hit the bag. So he saw my gloves and he started talking like, yeah, sometimes I'll be thinking about getting in the boxing or whatever. I'm just trying to shoot. He was like, yeah, but like, I don't train or anything. I just know I can go in there and win. And I was like, I just took my ball and I was like, all right, I'm out. He was like, yo, what you trying to say? You trying to say like I can't go in? I'm just like, bro, no one can just go in there and win. Like you have to train or whatever. So this dude's really like trying to. I'm like, bro, I don't have these type of discussions with people. It just doesn't. He couldn't understand why I was just so like annoyed and like it's not even that. I was just like, all right, this guy's crazy. I don't want to be around him. So then I just asked him a question. I said, yo, let me just ask you a simple question. Like, how old are you? He said 30. Bro, I'm like, you never you think you're gonna pick up boxing at 30? It become I said, all right, you a new kind of fool, and then I just left the gym. But bro, that's how crazy some people are when it comes to. So getting back to this though, if Edgar Berlanga beats Canelo, I am going to make a documentary called Concussing Canelo. If he knocks out Canelo, I'm going to make a documentary called Concussing Canelo. And I'm going to put all this stuff together of even clowning myself, of everyone just doubting him and downing him. So now you heard me say it here first. So if you see someone else do it, you know they stole the idea from me, which I do stuff first and then people steal the idea later. But it's all right. I really don't care because I'm only on the waves mostly on Sunday. So whatever. But here's why I don't think that Berlanga will win.
At least if you're gonna steal from my baby brother, pay homage.
But yeah, so here's my thing. I think Edgar Berlanga's chinny. Now you go back to him getting dropped in the amateurs, him getting dropped by Erickson Lubin and sparring. You go back to him getting dropped in fights, him being hurt in fights. My thing is, I think even if he went in there to do his best, I think he's too chinny. So I just don't see it. I don't see his chin holding up. I think he's too impulsive. Like he bit someone in the ring. He got suspended for biting. I don't think he makes the best decisions. That's why it's kind of interesting to hear him talk about IQ. And this isn't even me trying to tear him down. This is me giving my objective, honest opinion about Edgar Berlanga. He's never been a champion. And to me, that matters because there needs to be validation that you belong in the ring with Canelo. And even as a champion, some people still seek validation from Canelo, such as Caleb Plant, who was like, I'm pretty good, huh, Canelo? Yeah, Canelo. Yeah, I'm doing all right, huh? Yeah, this is a man who's champion, seeking validation from Canelo in the middle of the fight. You have to go in there with Canelo, not feeling like, do I belong in the ring with Canelo? But you got to feel like it's your ring. I don't know that he has the resume and he has the mental backing to feel that way. And lastly, Berlanga has no experience at that level. He has no experience on the pay-per-view, highest stage. The world is watching. Everything you do is going to be responded to and reacted to instantaneously. I mean, he's used to it. He's used to watching the other guys who are at that level and seeing at the end of every round, thousands of tweets going on about every little thing that happens. He's not used to being in that moment, right? And why that matters is for these young cats who tweet and do whatever, if they get hit with a good punch, I bet you they go to the corner like, oh, everybody's talking about it on Twitter. Like, who cares? Who cares, right? But again, is he going to have that mental? I know Canelo doesn't care. Everything Canelo has done since the Floyd Mayweather fight has been under the public eye. These are the most eyes that have ever been on Edgar Berlanga. And that can crumble a fighter. That can hurt a fighter. Sometimes when the bell sounds, they're just totally deflated before they even throw a punch because of the moment, the pressure, everything. I haven't seen him in that moment. All these things that I just stated to you are reasons why I personally don't think Edgar Berlanga will win this fight. But if he does win, because as Trill said, he has 2 fists in a heartbeat, right? Anybody with 2 fists in a heartbeat has a chance. But I don't think his chances are great. And it's not that I'm hating on Edgar Berlanga. It's not that I don't want to see Edgar Berlanga. Well, I mean, if he wins, he wins. Like I like Canelo too. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I mean, may the best man win, right? I just don't think that Berlanga is going to be the best man for all the reasons that I stated.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Please Twitter, boxing Twitter, man. Check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm the Commissioner Tro Dollar Bill. That's my brother Caden, who is Puerto Rican, by the way, and it's not going for Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm also black.
And he's also black, you know what I'm saying? And it's LG for life. You know what I'm saying? We the boxing bros. You already.